Okay, so sorry for the break, for the long break in transmission. Okay, I had a little kitchen accident. My finger here. I had a cut. Okay, so I had to lie to heal. Okay, so okay, so let's continue this. So now this our velvet is quite dirty. Okay, so I will be bringing my lint roller to remove the decks, just to make it at least clean before we continue. Of course, whenever you're using velvet, you have to have a lint roller, so I keep cleaning it. Okay, so keep cleaning so that you have a properly clean, and so yes. Okay, all right, so where I stopped the last time, I had already, that's the previous video. Okay, I had already drawn this line here and here, half an inch. Okay, so now I'll be bringing in my box. So to start, I'm looking at the best way to start. Okay, I will start like this. Okay, this is how I will start. You see this half an inch here. Okay, that's where I will start. So I'm going to line this box up with this line. I'm lining down like this. Okay, so this edge will be properly lined up with this line here. Okay, and then this edge will be lined up with this here. Okay, so sorry, this edge, not this edge, this edge here will be lined up here. Just watch the way I will do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is to peel off the backing tape. You see, this one is lying on top of it. Okay, this is lying on top of it, so I just lifted it so I can lift this from under it and then lie it back down properly. So this is you facing down. Okay, so I'll just peel this. I'm not going to peel it completely. Okay, I'll just peel it to about 1 inch, if possible save half an inch. Like, if possible, just cut slightly off from the corner. You can see the corner line here, just slightly off. The reason is so that your double-sided tape will not pick on debts. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to peel this. Okay, I will peel this and then cut this off. Okay, so I have this side completely opened for me. Okay, then also repeat the same thing on this part. Okay, let me lift this and then lift this first, because this one is not coming out. Then I can now press that down, remove this, then trim off. So as I said, I don't want the videos to be more than 30 minutes long, but then each video. Okay, but I'm going to be very detailed. I will try as much as possible not to skip any part at all. Okay, so you can understand and then be able to carry out your own design your own boxes, just have the idea, like, okay, to make a luxury box like this. Okay, so trim that off. Okay, now I can now turn this. This is where I remove the backing tape from. Okay, then turn this and then line this point to this point here. I hope you can see it, to this point. as you can see, I'm not dropping the box. Okay, so I've just dropped just the points while I'm still holding this up, and then using my hand to hold this, making sure it is very straight. Okay, then line this up to that line I told you. Then you cannot drop this. It's straight. This is to let you know that your box is lying down very straight. Okay, so now you can now come here. If you see this, my pencil mark, it's my pen, the edge is not on it. Okay, that's let you know that while I was cutting this velvet, it was not straight. That is just the meaning. Okay, so but it is fine. Thank God for this. At least we still have a little, this is like about 3/8 of an inch just to cover it. Okay, so what I will do next is to bring my paper cutter and my metal ruler. Okay, so I will line this up to the side of the box like so. No, sorry, that is when I'm working with paper, that's when I do that. But for velvet, I'll just okay, no, sorry. I need you guys to see all the mistakes and everything, so I'm not editing anything. You see where I turned it? Okay, so I'll turn it like so and then lie that down. Yes, I need to cut this from that edge like this. Okay, I don't know if you can see, this is what I cut. Okay, it's just small. So lie that down, and the next part, I'm thinking. Okay, all right, no problem. So just cut this part off. Okay, yes, actually I was right. I was trying not to make a mistake, and then I cannot cut this. So this small square here, we are cutting it off. Okay, off completely. All right, so now I cannot turn this and then crease. You know, as I press it, it's going in. Okay, so I'm just use my hand, put my hand inside to support it. Okay, like so. Okay, so I forgot something. I didn't make any mistake. You see this space here, I'm supposed to apply my double-sided tape, but I didn't. I forgot. So for the next part, I will. Okay, so now next thing that I will do, we are still working on this side. Okay, so I will now turn this for the opening part to face me. Okay, lie this down properly, then bring my metal ruler. This is how I'll be putting it in, right at the edge, all the way down like so. Okay, then it is from there I'll be lining it down. I'm just trying to show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, line it down, and then okay, let me just go ahead, but I'm sure you understand how this ruler is inside. Okay, so line it down, make sure this one is straight. Then I will then cut at about 1/8 of an inch away from my board. Okay, at about 1/8 of an inch away from the board, beside the ruler. Like so. Okay, then I cannot bring my double-sided tape, or instead of double-sided tape, because this is quite small. Okay, what I'm going to do is that I will leave this double-sided tape and this, I will still bring them down so I can. Okay, let me open my UHU. Okay, so I will just apply my, this is what I forgot to do. Okay, apply my UHU there, and then cover this down like so. Okay, just cover it down, press properly. Okay, so there won't be any bubble. Now I can now bring this back down. You can see these papers are slightly lying on top of it, on top of the velvet. You can see, right? So at least our double-sided tape is protected. So now I can now lie this, it's standing straight, like it's as high as almost my camera. Okay, so but what I need you to see is this inside part. What I will do, okay, why this is still lying like this, okay, I've already folded it, so I will lie this like so, then insert my ruler again to this side like so. Okay, and then this velvet will be flat and straight. Okay, so I'll hold it down. You can see the extra here, so I will cut also again at 1/8 of an inch away from the board. Okay, sorry, my hand is kind of blocking, but don't worry, God will give you wisdom. All right, so then cut that. So it's like I cut this into two. Okay, so next thing I'll do is that from the edge of the board, I'm going to make a diagonal cut like this on the velvet, on this piece here. Okay, a diagonal cut like so. Okay, so I'll just push this aside. Then I can now apply my UHU. The reason I'm not using double-sided tape for this one is because it's the strip is too tiny. It's about 2/8 of an inch, and to cut 2/8 of an inch strip of double-sided tape will take time. Okay, so I'll just lift this, push it in, lining it to the side. Okay, my finger touched the glue. Okay, carefully, don't rush it. Okay, whenever your hand touches the glue, please always clean it. If not, it will touch the velvet. I don't know if you can see these 2 points here and here. Okay, so always clean your finger if your hand should touch the glue, and then just lay that down. So you can see it's right at the edge. Okay, it's not on top of this, but it's right at the edge, right beside it. So that will take time to become firm. Now I can now lie this down. Okay, and then give it another diagonal cut from the edge of this part. Okay, to remove this diagonal cut. Okay, the rope is still holding onto it. I'll just, now let me try and show you. I don't know if you can see it, like pencil. You can see, right? It's like pencil mark, like pencil. So you need a diagonal cut here also. Okay, so now I can throw this away. All right, now this is the proper start of covering the box. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to do, let me bring my lint roller again and then just clean any dirt off from this part. Okay, now before that, yes, I'm going to repeat the same cutting that we did on this side here as well. I'll just line my ruler in, okay, like so. Okay, and then make sure the velvet is flat. then cut at 1/8 of an inch away from the board, all the way down. The velvet is flat. I need to be very sure that it is very flat and very straight. Okay, that is very vital. It's very, very vital. I mean, very, very, very vital. Okay, so I hope you can hear me clearly. Okay, so I'll just line this and then cut at 1/8 of an inch away from the board, holding it down. You can see I'm moving my finger along as I'm cutting. Don't just cut straight, because it is cloth. It can move unless you have maybe magnets holding it down, up and down, you know. I don't know how you're going to do that, but at least know that it did not move. Okay, so if I should fold this, yes, it's straight. All right, now I can now turn this. I'm just going to turn it back again. Okay, but just watch. I can turn this and then bring my ruler, line it up to the side. The ruler should be touching the box, so you should be touching it properly. Okay, yes, the tape will help hold it properly in place as well. Then you cut straight from the box, from the bottom of the box here. Okay, line it up and then cut. This is the cutting I did. Okay, so now the next thing, okay, so the next thing is to repeat the same thing that I did for this side for here as well. Okay, so I'll just peel this like so, peel this as well like so, then take my scissors and trim that, trim, and lie this down back properly. Don't peel more than 2/8 of an inch, or maximum of 1/2 an inch, please. Okay, to protect your double-sided tape. Okay, so now holding, just move this. Okay, any dirt, always clean it off, because you're working with velvet, you're working with clothes, so I need your box to be clean and looking top notch. All right, so now next I'm going to do just to raise this and then line this edge up with this my pencil mark. Okay, it's biro mark actually. Okay, so holding that, pulling that down, and then raising this to line it up with that biro mark like so. Okay, there. Then I'll bring my metal ruler again, line that up, and then cut here. Like so. Okay, then stand it up. Before that, I'm not done with this side. You see, I'm doing all this on purpose so that you will not rush and be doing what you're not supposed to do. Follow my steps. Okay, so I'll just line my ruler in again on this side as I explained earlier. Okay, okay, this has been cut. Okay, so now I can stand this and then line my ruler up to this side first. Make sure that the cloth is very straight. Okay, it's straight. Push this aside so you can see what you are cutting. Let me use this to hold it. Then at 1/8 of an inch away from the box, you cut. Like so. Then at angle, you cut that. that didn't cut well. Yeah, now I feel it's cut well. Now I can now fold this back and then cut that diagonal cut for this side as well. All right, so now this one is now complete. Okay, so this, of course, you raise it and then you crease properly. Okay, so this one should go in like so. Oh my god, it's looking so nice, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let me bring it out. Okay, all right, so now the next thing is to repeat what we have done earlier. Okay, so oh sorry, excitement made me forget. Turn this back. Turn it back. We are not done. We're not done with this side. So I'll bring my ruler and my cutter, and then first I put the ruler on this side, now this side. Okay, making sure that your velvet is very straight. Okay, then cut at 1/8 of an inch away from there, right beside the ruler. Good. Then at 1/8 of an inch, at beside the box, diagonal cut. Yeah. Okay, I thought my blade broke, but it didn't. Sometimes it breaks when I apply too much pressure. Okay, yeah, it can break. So okay, all right, so now that's what I mean by it can break. This point, it can break. Once this point is broken, this point I'm touching, just change it. Okay, so now that is that. I'm done with this and this. Now I can now turn it back. Okay, lie that down. Next is this part. Normally I'm supposed to just do this off camera because I've already shown you the first part, the second part, now this is the third part. Okay, but I said no, I'm going to show you guys in details, explaining in detail, because I don't want you to be confused. So peel that, and peel that as well. And cut. And also this video, no editing whatsoever. This is live and direct. Okay, so you can just lay this down. Okay, then raise this, straighten this, no depth. Then I can now lie it, lining this edge, okay, to this biro mark or pen mark. Now you can see where I'm holding the cloth down. Okay, make sure that it's straight, and then I'll just drop right on top of that line like so. So this is what I'm doing. I use my hand to just press it down inside while it is flat. Okay, like so. Okay, but we'll still crease that part. So now I can now turn it, but hold on, wait, let me, this one cover it. No, we did not cover it, don't worry, we will pull it. We are going to pull it. Hey, oh yes, we will. It was not long enough, but don't worry, we will pull it. It will close, it will cover. All right, so now this one is under, I remove it. Then of course the normal process. At 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, well, that means I've already cut excess. Then cut that and pull this out. Then come to this side and repeat the same thing. Make sure that this one is flat. My hand is not straight. See, can see the small gap. I should cut right beside the ruler. Even me, that I've been doing this for how many years, I made a mistake. See, you see what I did? So when you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up that, oh, I made a mistake, this, that. Mistake is inevitable. Okay. All right, so just cut that diagonal part like so. Okay, now this last part that I'm saying that we will pull. It's time for us to pull. So what happened is that the velvet I had was not long enough. Okay, so that's why I actually made it half an inch, and thank God still made it so that it was not straight, and then this shifted into making this longer, but still it did not go. So now this I'm going to pull. Okay, I'll just pull. Can you imagine? I have not been applying this glue that I've saying that I was going to apply. Can you imagine that? I've not been applying the glue. Anyway, it's fine, no wahala. So now watch, let us do this together. Pull, 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 pull. This side did not pull very well. Pull. Okay, let me start from this side. Lining this. Pull, pull, pull. At least, yeah, yes, it's covered it. So now you see what I did. This is not proper, okay, but this is just to teach you. So next time, make sure that your the full length, I can't remember the measurement. Okay, I'm sorry, but I gave you guys measurement. You know the measurement. Add at least 1 inch extra to your full measurement to prevent something like this, because it's velvet. But if it was cardstock, we won't have this issue. No, we will not. For velvet, I don't know, maybe whether made it shrink or something, I don't know, because I did calculation and it was complete. So there we are. It's looking rough, right? Don't worry, it's okay, we'll manage it. Let us just manage it. So this is here, and then I'll just bring this, my ruler, and then at 1 inch away, cut that, and then diagonal cut like so. So this one now, what do we do to it? We trim it off, but I will trim it to blend into the velvet like so. Yeah, it is still wobbly like curve. All right, no problem. Okay, so that is it. That is how to cover. So we've done the covering of the sides, okay, like so. Okay, so now the next thing is I'm going to end the video here, okay, and then I'll go to the third part, that is the next part. Okay, so see you guys in the next tutorial. We'll continue from here. Thank you.